Thanks for joining in this Friday. And so a little bit of background, we run breathwork every Friday, mostly because I think it's very cool. Change this. Mostly because I think it's cool. I was introduced to breathwork while trekking to Mount Everest Base Camp in October of 2022. And it's been this amazing, incredible, great thing for me, the tool in my tool belt. And before I was introduced to breathwork, I didn't know it existed. And after I was introduced, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have the ability to do this thing. And I'm this old and I didn't know that I could do this. It's like a superpower. And so breathwork's like a total reset for you. Very different than meditating or mindfulness. It's something that takes a little bit of work. It's awesome. And so that's a little bit of background. I became a certified Wim Hof method instructor in January of 2025, and with the intent of bringing this to what we were building with Edge. And so we do that now. The Wim Hof method is made up of 3 parts: the breath, the cold, and mindset. And so we lean into all 3 here at Edge. And so my goal is to share these really powerful tools with you all. Before we get started, so we are going to go through a guided meditation. We'll take you on a journey, and that'll be, it's a priming exercise to get us in the right state of mind before the breath work. There are some contraindications to the breath work. The meditation's for everybody, so if the contraindications fit you, the breath work is not for you, but the meditation is going to be good, so hang out for that. If you are pregnant, the breath work is not for you. Meditation's great, so do the meditation. If you're pregnant, if you have epilepsy, it can trigger seizures in those that are epileptic. There's something called Reynolds type 2. If that's you, the breath work's not for you. And if you have prior cardiovascular issues, don't do the breath work, but do the meditation. It's great. If you have questions on the contraindications, shoot me a message, send a message in the chat, message me on Google. I'm happy to answer any questions around those. And so that's the housekeeping. We'll be getting into a guided meditation. And so if you want to find a nice seated position, standing up, sitting down, whatever's most comfortable, I'll give you a moment. You can go ahead and close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose, slow, until your ribs spread apart. Hold at the top. And exhale. You're fogging a window in a cold morning. Again, in, hold, and out. Let your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. Your hands go heavy. Now, you wake up, but something is different. Your eyelids are heavier than they should be. It takes effort for you to open them. The ceiling above you is familiar, but the light is softer. It's later in the morning than you used to sleep. You go to sit up and your lower back catches. Not pain exactly, but a stiffness that says this body has done a lot of living. You look at your hands, raise them up in front of your face. Knuckles are swollen. The skin is paper thin. You can see every vein every tendon. There's a wedding ring that's been there so long the finger grew around it. Or maybe the ring is gone and the indent is still there. These hands used to grip the steering wheel at 2 a.m. driving home from something that felt important. These hands used to hold a phone to your ear while pacing the kitchen floor, fighting about money. These hands used to rest on top of a tiny head, still damp from the bath, smelling like baby shampoo. Run your thumb across your peel every year. You're 85 years old. The house is quiet. You swing your legs off the bed. Feet find slippers. Not because you want them, but because the tile is too cold without them now. You shuffle to the bathroom. The faucet squeaks when you turn it. It's always squeaked. You just never fixed it. You splash water on your face and look up. The mirror doesn't lie at 85. The jawline you used to clench in traffic is softer now. The eyes you used to scan spreadsheets and emails at midnight, they're still sharp, but they're tired. There's a scar you forgot about until just now, above the eyebrow. From that time, you were moving too fast and hit the cabinet door. You stare at this face, and you realize this face has smiled at thousands of people, but how many of them did you actually see? How many conversations did you have where your eyes were on the person, but your mind was on the next task? Ask yourself right here, right now at 85 in this bathroom, how many dinners did I eat without tasting the food because I was answering emails under the table? How many times did somebody tell me about their day and I said, "That's great," without hearing a single word? How many Saturday mornings did I give to work that I should have given to the people sleeping down the hall? Dry your face with the towel. It's rough. It's been washed 100 times. Hold it against your cheeks for a second longer than you need to. Next, you walk into the kitchen. Your feet know the path. 14 steps, turn left, and brushes the wall at the corner of the cabinet. The coffee maker is automatic now. It starts before you get there. You didn't buy it. Somebody bought it for you because you kept forgetting to set the old one. Pull the mug from the cabinet, your mug, the one with the chip at the rim that everyone else would have thrown away. Pour the coffee, steam rises and you breathe it in. The smell is the same. Been the same, that hasn't changed. And you sit at the table, but notice there's an empty chair across from you. Someone used to sit there. Maybe they still do. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're in the next room. Maybe they're in the ground. At 85, that chair across from you tells you everything about the choices you made. Did you fight for that person? Not just provide for them, fight for their attention, their trust, their joy? Or did you assume they'd always be there because they always had been? You touch the chair, feel the wood, cool, smooth, worn at the edges. Who sat there? Did I deserve them? You stand and walk towards the front door. By the door, there's a pair of shoes. Not dress shoes, not work boots, not anything special. Just walking shoes. You used to own 12 pairs, now you own 2. Because at 85, you only go to 2 places. Places that matter and the places you have to. You pick up the shoes. Feel how light they are. Feel how worn the sole is on the left heel from the way you've always walked, just slightly uneven. Now think, at 35, you had shoes for the office, shoes for the gym, shoes for going out, shoes for impressing people. How many of those places actually mattered? How many of those rooms had people in them who actually cared whether you showed up or not? Put the shoes on. Feel your feet settle into them. Open the front door. You step outside. Air hits your face and it's perfect. The kind of morning where the temperature matches your skin so exactly you almost can't feel the air at all. Birds. A dog barking 3 houses down. Car starting somewhere on the block. Sprinklers ticking on the lawn. You ease onto the porch chair. It creaks. You both settle. From this chair, you can see down the street. Kids waiting for a school bus. Backpacks too big for their bodies. Shoving each other, laughing about nothing. You watch them. And you realize you would trade everything. The job, the accounts, the wins, the awards, for one more morning of being that unburdened. Of laughing about nothing with someone who didn't want anything from you except your presence. And from this porch at 85, look back at today. Look at the version of you that woke up this morning, the real this morning, May 29th, 2026. That version of you is young, healthy, strong enough to do 100 things today that the 85-year-old you can't. If you could write that version of you a letter right now from this porch, what would it say? You're not tired, you're distracted. There's a difference. Tired people need rest. Distracted people need clarity. Get clear on what actually matters, and the energy comes back. That thing you keep putting off, the conversation, the commitment, the change, doesn't get easier, it gets heavier. Do it now while your back is strong enough to carry it. Your kids don't need a provider, they need a person. Get on the floor, be late to the meeting, read the book in the stupid voice. They'll not remember the revenue, they'll remember your presence. Your body is not a problem to solve later. every meal you skip, every workout you trade for one more hour at the desk, every night you stay up past midnight. You're borrowing from the 85-year-old you. And that debt comes due. Stop building a life that looks impressive from the outside and feels hollow from the inside. Nobody at this age talks about their follower count. They talk about who showed up to the hospital. And now, let the porch dissolve. Let the coffee go cold. Let the slippers disappear from your feet. Let the hands go back to being young, strong, fast, capable of building or breaking anything. Feel your actual body right now in this chair. Your lungs are full. Your heart is fast. Your muscles respond when you ask them to. You are not 85. The chair across from you is not empty yet. The shoes by the door still have miles in them. The photograph on the nightstand hasn't been taken yet. The one that the 85-year-old version of you will hold every morning. You get to take that photo. You get to fill that chair. You get to walk those miles. But only if you stop treating today like a rough draft. Put your hands on your chest. Breathe in. Pull it from the floor, through your legs, into your belly, and through your ribs, into your throat. Hold. And exhale. Blowing out every excuse. I'm not waiting anymore. The people I love will know it, not because I said it, but because I showed it. The body I meet at 85 starts with what I do today. When I sit on that porch, I will smile because I didn't waste this. One final breath, the biggest one. Hold it until your fingers tingle. And exhale. And let the 85-year-old you rest. They've done their job. They showed you what's at stake. You can open your eyes. You are here. Young enough to change everything. Old enough to know better. Don't walk through today like you have unlimited tomorrows. The porch is waiting. The chair is waiting. The photo is waiting. Earn that life at 85 years old. You would be proud to look back on. Right, let's get into some breath work. One of my favorite meditations. Okay, we are going to do 5 rounds of Wim Hof method breathing. We're going to do the breath work lying down. So if you need to find a place to lie down. We won't do the breath work sitting up because you can faint and topple over. We do not want that. We also won't do it standing up for the same reason. So we're going to do it lying down. You can keep your legs straight. You can bend your knees. Sometimes that's nice for your back. A nice position or a nice place where you won't be disturbed. The dogs coming up and licking the side of your face. None of that. It can be nice to dim the lights. Some expectations for the breath work and then the protocol for how to breathe. Expectations. You may feel tingling in your fingers or toes. sensation, the vibration sensation throughout your body. Breathwork's a reset, and so there's different emotional sensations that you might feel. You can feel really happy. You could feel a bit sad, right? Now, this is a reset for you. And so those are some expectations. There's also something called tetany, where you may feel your hands kind of dinosauring, dinosaur hands. And sometimes you don't notice it, but it actually happens a lot. And so if somebody walks in, they're like, "What are you doing?" That's a thing. So that's also a normal part of breathwork. Dinosaur hands. And then the protocol for breathing. So we're going to do 5 rounds. There's 3 sections to each round. There's a charge up section, a holding section, and a refresh section. So the charge up section, we're going to be taking deep warrior breaths in through our diaphragm. So you'll feel your stomach rise and then your chest. You don't need to think too much about it, but deep, full breath. So, and then we're releasing, but we're not breathing all the way out. We're not going. Instead, we're just letting it go. And it's called releasing on a neutral lung. So we're going to do 35 to 40 of those breaths. And when we get to the end, 35 or 40, and I'll keep track and counting so you don't need to. We're going to release. We're going to hold. So we'll just hold for a period of time. When that time's up, I'll let you know. We'll take a deep breath in. And we're going to hold for 15 seconds. This is the refresh. We're going to let it go. So we got 35 to 40 warrior breaths, the charge up. We release on a neutral lung. We're going to hold for a period of time. It's the holding section. And then we're going to take a deep breath in and hold for 15 seconds. Let it go. And that's the refresh section. Then after that, we just go right into our next round of breathing, 35 to 40 breaths, and I'll lead you through the whole thing so you don't have much thinking about it. Any questions? Okay, I'll give you a moment to find a nice, comfortable position lying down. I'm going to mess with the volume. That sound for everybody. If it's terrible, say something. Okay, we're going to be entering in our first round of breathing. Fully in, let it go. Fully in, let it go. Fully in. Keep going. Doing great. We're halfway there. Got 3 more breaths. 1 more. Release and hold. Doing great. Take a deep breath in and hold. Let it go. We're entering into our next round of breathing, fully in. Keep going. Amazing. We're halfway there. Okay, we've got 3 more breaths. 1 more. Release and hold. Doing great. Take a deep breath in and hold. Let it go. We're entering into our next round of breathing, fully in. Keep going. You're doing great. We've got 3 more breaths, fully in. 1 more. Release and hold. Doing great. Take a deep breath in and hold. And let it go. We're going to enter into our next round of breathing. Fully in. Keep going. You're doing great. We've got 3 more breaths. Release and hold. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Hold. Let it go. This is our final round of breathing. We'll be in. Going. Doing great. We've got 3 more breaths. 1 more. Release and hold. Keep holding for as long as you feel comfortable. Deep breath in. Hold. Let it go.
It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile.
We've got about 10 minutes until the end of our call. Thanks for joining in this Friday morning. I hope this was amazing for you. If this was good, post in the Inside Circle. Tell everybody about it. I hope you have an amazing day.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Yes, it was great.
Thank you, Cole. See you later.
Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.